Hi everyone, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Draper. I want to show off a fantastic 2014 Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Love the E-Class, one of my very favorite cars. If you do any research online, safety, performance, or even maybe it's most important, the durability and longevity of these cars, the E-Class is right up there at the top of the food chain. Fantastic cars, very safe, very solid. I love the car that we're sitting in. It's some of my very favorite color combinations. We get a nice dark blue on the outside. We get a two-tone inside. If you notice, we've got a black and gray interior. So I like the light feel, but I don't like everything to be light, like the carpets or the door panels and things like that, especially here in Utah because we have snow, we get dirty feet, we're in and out of the car, and then pretty soon all of those carpets and door linings look pretty grungy after time. So I love this color combination where I get a black headliner, I get black carpet, and here on the lowers you can see we got the dark plastic pieces and everything on the lower door skirting here. And so I really like that. And we got a little bit of top stitch there. You can see on the armrest, adds a little bit of class. I love the sunk-in screen here. This model year had a nice bezel around it here. Looks really nice. This car has got all of the good stuff, all the electronics, Distronic, which is going to be able to. It's adaptive cruise control. You're going to be able to set the distance between you and the car in front of you. Up here in the command center, so we're talking between the screen and the control knob here. I've got some options here. It's very easy to use. I love how Mercedes does this. They don't use a touch screen. I'm having to take my eye off the road if I'm touching this. If I'm taking this and touching the icon, I have to physically move my head and eyes down to the screen. If you look right here in the center console, I've got a nice little dial. It's called a command controller. It's a little joystick if you want. And I'm positioning and working everything up here, and it works really nice. Now, as I'm driving down the road, I'm using peripheral vision here, and I can see things out of the corner of my eye here. I can keep my eyes on the road, and that's really important. Nice, very comfortable, not too fat, not too thin, just a very nice, comfortable steering wheel here with wrapped up in leather. We've got some beautiful, beautiful woodwork. Of course, this is all real wood. Of course, coming from a renewable source, but it gives it a nice touch of class. You can see how everything just fits in here. Nice laser cut pieces that fit nice and easy. What I also love about Mercedes-Benz, especially the E-Class, we've got this beautiful analog clock here, but I've got some very nice controls here that are easy to operate. By simply touching these buttons, I can get to where I want to go. Again, making it very easy to control. I like to call some of our competitors' cars that have a lot of tinsel. They put a lot of lights and bells and whistles in the car to make you feel like you're getting a lot of value. Most of the value of this car is going to be coming up from this under the skin, the chassis and the design of the engines and transmissions and the multi-link suspension systems and things that are going to make this car very special. Another thing I like safety-wise is if you look right over here, we've got the buttons for our seat. Notice it looks like a seat, and I can control it. It's very close to my steering wheel. Again, it's safer that way. I've got Distronic again, which adaptive cruise control. So my cruise control's here, and then I can set the distance by turning the knob here. Overall condition of this car, I have to give it very, very high marks, up there in the 9 and 10 mark. It doesn't smell funny. I am sure it hasn't been smoked in. It's got just right around 20,000 miles. Let's look that up here for you, and we'll get. Here's our trip. And we'll get the miles here. There's our mileage at 24,562. We're going to pull around the front of the building. Invite you down to take this car for a drive and see for yourself why the E-Class is such a fantastic car. You can see excellent condition. Again, this is a sport package. I can tell that if you look right there at the caliper and the front wheels. It's got cross-drilled and or ventilated disc brakes right in here, so you can see that stopping power is going to be increased because we're going to be able to cool those rotors down. You can also tell by the distance between the top of the fender and the top of the tire. The sport model is going to sit a little bit lower, and we also get offset front and back wheels, so if you notice the back wheels are going to be an inch wider than the front. It's going to help the car handle better. As we come up here, you can see we've got the distinctive tube lighting here, right here, the two, because with an E-Class we always had traditionally had the two lights. You can see these are intelligent lighting, and you're going to be able to really see at night. Adaptive cruise control fits right back here behind this lens, so you may be wondering, well, why is that solid? Most of the Mercedes-Benz have a deep dish in there, but the radar system is going to be right behind that lens. If you look up at the front, we got a nice, beautiful razor blade, I like to call it there. Along the front, overall condition is excellent. I see a few little rock chips here and there, but very beautiful. If you take a look down the side of the vehicle, you can see it's nice and straight. Beautiful lines here casting some shadows. Wonderful car. I invite you down to take it for a spin down here in Draper. 801-222-4400 is our direct number. Any of our sales associates here can help show you this vehicle, give you all the lowdown specs, take you out for a ride in this car or any other fine products here at the dealership. Again, that's Steve with Mercedes-Benz of Draper.